How often do we hear couples say, "We live such busy lives that we never seem to have time for each other"? Between the two of you working, managing the house, kids, attending appointments at the school and so on, where's the time for you guys as a couple to keep the flame alive and to grow together? We can so easily get consumed in life, but what are the consequences of this? In my role as a relationship counsellor for many years, I've seen this exact issue time and time again. Couples would come in to see me as their relationship was at rock bottom and they were looking down the barrel of separation and a possible divorce. I would often ask myself and the clients why it is they've left it so long to finally try and address the issue. Is their relationship not that important to them that everything else takes priority? Now, of course, it's not that the relationship is not important to them, but more so, they tend to take it for granted. You see, these couples have been strong together for many years, and no doubt they built a solid relationship. But what they must realise is the foundation was built as a couple in the first few years of that relationship. Since then, many changes have taken place where simply the couple failed to adapt and accommodate each other and the relationship through each change. Just think about it for one moment. When you first started dating, you're each other's world and you prioritise your partner always. And even after we've been married for a period of time, we also prioritise each other. But then, something happens to the relationship. We both have big dreams of the future and what we want together. Things like travel, a house and kids, which are all very common and normal dreams for a loving couple to have. And so the couple go about working hard and building their individual careers to bring in the income that they'll need to achieve these goals, which individually can be rather expensive, but collectively can be rather difficult to attain. Now, we all know there are only so many hours in each day, and striking a balance between strengthening our relationship and trying to build a career and still have time for everything else going on in our lives can be very difficult. Simply, the more time and effort we put into building a career, the less time and effort we have to put into our relationship. And ask yourself this question right here. Is your partner and relationship more important than your work? Now, many of you will say, yes, of course it is. Yet, you fail to live by that. What I mean is, words are cheap and actions are king. Who knows? Perhaps you really believe that your relationship is more important than your work, but do you show it in your actions? No doubt, it's a hard thing to admit and a hard choice to make. Do we sacrifice our career and some of our dreams in the future so we can focus on our partner and relationship? Well, no one says you have to completely sacrifice both. But here's the thing you really need to think hard on before it's too late. All those dreams that you guys have together around creating a wonderful life, traveling to many countries, having a nice house and car, and having kids. What would happen to all those dreams if the two of you are no longer together? Now, I'm not saying that you can't have a relationship and still have some dreams together that you can achieve. After all, it's good and healthy to have goals and dreams as a couple as well as individually. But you need to find a balance between work, relationship and life that accommodate your dreams. If you're finding that you're spending too much time at work, then talk to your boss about taking some of the workload off you so you're not constantly doing overtime or coming home stressed. Look at making time at the end of each day to catch up with each other so you guys can really connect. Have a date night once a week and arrange a long weekend away together for just the two of you 3 or 4 times a year. Don't be afraid to talk about your goals as a couple and to change them if circumstances dictate. It's all about putting your partner, relationship and dreams as a couple as a priority. Because what so commonly happens is we get caught up in trying to achieve what we believe is important to us, that we can so very easily lose the one thing that's most important. And sadly, that is our relationship. And finally, ask yourself this question. When we lose our partner, either because you grow apart or because they feel neglected and seek attention elsewhere, will it then be all worthwhile? You can be sure that now is the time to make changes and put safeguards in place to protect your relationship when looking to achieve this new life.